Looks weird, doesn't it? I'm looking at myself in the camera right now. Looking at myself, not looking at the lens, looking at myself. It looks weird. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't look here. Look here. Look at the lens. I'm going to tell you why you should be doing this here in just a second. Be right back. Hey, what's up guys? Eric here, driverlineup.com, world's okay steering wheel holder, in for another OTR crew video. This channel, as a reminder, is a place for me to sound off with ideas on YouTube, ideas that I'm getting from all of you guys, and just things that I learned throughout the process, throughout the journey of being a YouTuber. Things that work and things that don't work. I share it all. Or at least I intend to. It's a pretty new channel. But anyway, many years ago, I actually had a lot of media training. I got media training in Washington, D.C. and Chicago, Illinois, because I worked in public relations and media relations. So I had to teach clients how to deal with media. And a lot of that was visual media. I had clients that were on national media, several big clients actually. There were national media like every day, several times a day, on TV media, and then they were in newspapers and magazines and all that stuff too. But in TV media, it was really interesting. Learned a lot of things, and a lot of it's about personal connection with the audience. And in a studio, and I myself have actually been on national media too. Studio work is really weird. Like in Chicago, I was on a national media outlet one time, it's a major national cable news network. They have this tiny little studio in Chicago. It's just like a little satellite studio. It's not where their headquarters is. It's a little satellite studio with a window behind you that sees the river in Chicago, and there's no monitor in this little room. Now, if you go to the main studio, you're going to have monitors all over, in their headquarters. But in this little satellite studio, there was no monitor underneath the camera or sitting off to the side. It was just you and the and you couldn't even really see the camera. You could just barely see the camera lens from the lighting. They had put makeup on me and everything, so it was lighting, and the lighting had a kind of a glare on the lens, and that's the only way I knew where to look. Just a really dark room, and the lighting kind of blinds you from everything that's behind the lights. But it made it really easy to watch just the lens. And then when I would go back afterwards and see that clip, it taught me, because I felt like, even though I'm watching myself, I felt like the version of me behind the camera was talking to the version of me watching the content. So there's this connection that happens, and you want that connection. And it's not because you're being fake or anything. It's because you truly do want that connection. You want a connection with your audience. When I'm watching all of your videos, I want to feel like you're talking to me. I want to feel like we're having a conversation. I want to feel like your focus is delivering information to me. That you're not thinking about anything else. You're thinking about you're having a conversation with me. That's the way I want to feel when I watch your videos. Unfortunately, there are some of you out there that you do this. The whole time you're talking, you're doing this. Do you feel a connection when I'm talking to you like this? That's because some of you are looking at yourself in your viewfinder or whatever it is. If you're on your phone, you're looking at yourself over here on your phone. If you've got a DSLR with a viewfinder open up, you're looking at yourself. Looking at yourself to make sure that you look okay, or whatever the reason may be. Maybe it's that you just don't even know to look at the lens. I'm on my phone right now. I can't even see my lens, but I know where it is. It's a tiny little thing right up here. I know where it is, so that's where I look, because that's where I'm talking to you. I'm looking at you. Even though I can't see you, I'm having a conversation with you, because I know that when I watch videos and people are looking at the lens, I feel like they're talking to me. And they are. Even though there could be 1,000 miles between us, there is that connection, that personal connection. And when you're doing this, your viewers can tell. They know that I'm looking at myself right now in this viewfinder. I gotta make sure I look okay. You know, is my makeup right? Is my hat on straight? Is the light right on my face? Man, don't worry about all that shit. Just talk to the audience. Make a connection with the audience. Don't be staring over here the whole time, because people know you're doing it. People know you're watching yourself. And it's weird. Like, you know, I don't want to watch a video and think, well, he or she is just staring at themselves this entire video. I want to watch your video and know that you're talking to me. And another thing is, and maybe this is a little bit psychological too, but if you're looking over here at yourself, you're thinking about things. Like, I could be thinking, oh, you know, I didn't really trim my beard today, so it's sticking out here. Or, oh, I missed this spot. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, my spots over here look really bad, or the light's not, you know, you could be thinking about other things if you're looking at yourself. But if you're looking right here, you're not thinking about all this. You're thinking about your audience and who you're talking to and what you want to say to your audience. You're having a conversation with your audience, not worried about all this shit over here. Don't look at yourself. If you gotta turn that viewfinder, make sure your frame is right. Like, I don't really care about my frame because this is YouTube videos. I'm not making a movie. So my frame doesn't really matter to me. Am I in the frame? Okay, great. That's all I need. Outside of that, I'm gonna be looking over here. Now, sometimes light will come into the side of my truck or something and just blast me, and I'll be like, oh, damn, there goes my lighting. I don't have to be looking over here to know. I can just see that out of the corner of my eye and know, and then I'll make a comment about it, because everyone hates when they get washed out with lighting. But talk to the lens. Talk to your camera, not to yourself. It's a big difference, and people know. People know when you're staring at yourself, making a video where you're supposed to be talking to me, where you're supposed to be talking to your audience. You need to look at your audience. Again, it could be 1,000 miles between you and them, but still, we know when we're watching videos, if you're staring at yourself, or if you're focused on me, the audience, and you're looking at your lens and you're having a conversation with me. Now, I know in both cases you are trying to talk to the audience. I'm just telling you, one way feels a lot more authentic than the other way. So that's just a little tip. Take it for what you will. Maybe you don't give a shit and you want to look over here, look at yourself, fine. It's not really like a deal breaker or anything. I just think that it's really important to build a personal connection with your audience, and it's little things like that that are going to help you do that. You just don't want your audience thinking, oh, he's staring at himself. That entire 12 minutes, he's staring at himself. That's weird. It is weird. It is a little weird. That's what I think. When I see someone making a video and they just stare at themselves in their viewfinder the whole time, I think that's kind of weird that they just stare at themselves. Talk to me. Anyway, food for thought. Hope you guys enjoyed this tip. I've got a lot of other stuff that I want to upload to this channel, so I'm going to try to work on that while I'm home this next 2 weeks. But anyways, guys, be safe, make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. Talk to you guys soon.